What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? Let me get these windows all squared away here. Here we go. How's everybody doing today? I got somebody say some stuff in chat. Oh, there we go. There we go. It was the chat was logging or something. Pixia, what's up? Jaime Cookie. Devin, what's going on? What's going on? Anyway, we're back, y'all. DDA launch weekend. I do apologize. I was a little quiet yesterday. I was completely worn out. The stream time at the odd start time Mega Rocket was 100% due to watching that launch. That's so damn cool, isn't it? It's just crazy. It's going on TV right now. Hero Brand, what's up, Chow? How you doing? Finished your first Nightmare Hardcore Survival. Very nice. It wasn't my first, but I just finished a little Nightmare Hardcore Survival myself. What defenses are there in DDA? It's not. There is no new stuff. It's just like the other Dungeon Defenders games. You know, it launches with the base 4 heroes. It's not a new game. It's not a new concept. So, I mean, if you're looking for something completely new and different, then this may not be the game for you. Insane Hardcore Survival? Any tips? Hold on. Buckle your seatbelt. Because that's when the delphs get real here, bro. The 24-hour live stream went really, really well. It was exhausting. I did the copy. I did the naked copy last night. Basically, here's the TLDR, and I'm going to be putting out a video later on it, but Chromatic understands the mistakes that they have made, and they're putting together a system that will allow you to copy your legacy characters over to play. However, the gold that you have is going to be capped, and there's going to be a gold cap in the game. And in addition to that, you may end up losing gear. They're going to try to make it so gear goes over, but your gear will be changed, and there's a chance that you will not have your gear at all. So, yesterday, Ice said if you're willing to take down a stripped-down version of your legacy account, so just your heroes, naked, no gear, no gold, no nothing, just your heroes, to jump through some hoops on Discord, and he would do that, and I did that last night. So I'll be putting a video out on the whole enchilada here this weekend. Like I said, yesterday I was completely exhausted, emotionally drained by all the shiz. There's no way to earn it now, Jam. The DD2 flares are any of those limited flares are no longer available. There's no more codes. Chromatic's not giving any more out. No, your early access characters are on Legacy in the fall. So when you log into the game, when you first log into the game, you're going to get a choice. It's going to be Play or Legacy. If you go to Legacy, it's going to go to your early access account. If you go to Play, it's going to start you fresh. Now, like coming up this week, there's going to be a tool available, and I'll provide all that information once it's here, but that will allow you to copy your characters over from Legacy to Play. You think you're further on 1.0? I mean, that's the thing, you know, the reprogression was actually super fun. I mean, you know, I had the 24-hour live stream going and all that, and it was quite tiring. But the base progression of the game is really, really fun. Jaime, happy birthday, man. That's awesome. Alright, anyway, here we are, y'all. I'm working on filling out some of these trophies here. And today I want to get, a few of these nightmare trophies. What do we got? Yeah, these right here. Complete Act 1. I don't know if I'll be able to get them all, but I want to get at least a couple of them. The trophies seem a little wonky too. Like, for example, Reach Wave 10, Survival Wave 10, and Nightmare I don't have. Yet, I do have... Well, where is it? Here it is. Yeah, I've got Reach Wave 15, but it never gave me Reach Wave 10. So, there's definitely something wonky with the achievement systems and the trophies at the moment. Oh, wow, Sacred Cow, it's your birthday too? Damn, dude. Happy birthday, y'all. That is awesome. Hopefully you all have a great day. Cassian, what's up, what's up? Anyway, I'm going to hop right on in and get going. I'll leave it to you guys. Do you guys want me to go through the whole enchilada here? I did do the first 2 maps already, as you see. I'm on map 3. Do you guys want me to start over on Deeper Well for the stream, or do you want me just to start right in on map 3? I did redo Wave 10, Kevin. I've done many survivals through like Wave 1 through 15. There is a juice pet. Check it out, y'all. The juicy fruit. I'll be giving some of these away. In fact, there will be a video going up on YouTube later today with not only some juice pack giveaways, but some game code giveaways. It's definitely wonky. It's 100% wonky. I mean, the first thing I did when the game launched is I played the tutorial just to get this trophy. It's the only trophy I didn't get. I did it right on stream, you know? So yeah, the achievements are 100% wonky. If they're working for you, great. Consider yourself lucky. I mean, I'm sure they'll get them dialed in, but right now they're not dialed in. It started as DD1 Remaster, Chris, and expanded from there. So it's like partially, it's a new game, but there's a lot of DD1. There's a new story, new lore, but it did start as DD1 Remaster. It originally started as a project to get a Dungeon Defenders game onto the Switch. And then they decided, oh, well, instead of just making a game for the Switch, why don't we just create a whole new game for all platforms? And this is the result of it. Now, currently at launch, it's very, very DD1. You know, the majority of the maps are from DD1. It's very DD1. But we're going to have to see how the game develops, because, of course, there's going to be updates, there's going to be DLC, there's going to be all kinds of stuff. I do apologize, y'all, if there's a lot of background noise. It is pounding rain today. Anyway, here we go, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get going here on it. We're going to just start off on lava mines then. I don't even think I'm going to go hardcore mode. That way I can derp around. I just want to get the achievements. I don't really... There's no gear or anything I'm wanting here. Well, there's 2 things. I want to get the achievements, and I want to get Glitter Helm. You know? Can't do Glitter Helm on Nightmare yet. Apprentice for Smash. That would be so awesome, Chris. This one catches a lot of people off guard because there's now this top crystal. Oh, I wanted to get Glitter Helm going, Dizzy, but there's just... I'm so far away, you know? It's not my birthday now. My birthday was May 12th. So my birthday was a few weeks ago. Alright, here we go, y'all. Nightmare mode. Engage. See if I can do this without failing miserably. Basically, the strat I take is I try to set this top area up, and then I'll DPS the lower area. I don't know how valid this strategy will be, but we're going to find out here. See, I got 60 left, so what I can do with the 60 is just go ahead and set up with some CC just to help me DPS through this starting, the little starting mess here. Boy, it is pounding the rain. I'm not geared up enough for that, Emperor. I do have some gear. I started back on the Nightmare Survival grind, but I'm not geared up enough just to be spamming DSTs. It's not a valid strat for me at the moment. It'll be something I can do once I get a little better gear, but just not there yet. Just not there yet. Guys, I've done the map 100 times. I know how to play it. I know my limitations. I know what I can do. I know what I can't do. Let me build the damn map, for God's sakes. I mean, by coming here, no offense, I'm not trying to sound arrogant, by coming here telling me how to play the game is kind of borderline entertaining. I got 1,000 hours in the damn game already, y'all. This is not my first rodeo. Let's see, 11 seconds, that'll give me some time for clearing up here. Place a trap somewhere on the map, that you can guarantee, Sacred Cow. That you can guarantee. $10,000 hours by now? Oof. Hopefully, I'm hoping the game has enough content where I do hit 10,000 hours one day. But that's going to be up to Chromatic, you know? Are they going to give us a game that's got that much playtime in it? We're going to have to see. I do hope. I do hope. I mean, there'd be nothing better than being able to put 10K into another Dungeon Defenders game, right? Get wrecked, ogre. Right, now we'll get some DSTs. Try to get 2 lanes of coverage here. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I got plenty of DU left, though. I can always spam a few more. You guys should give auras another look, too. Electric auras were kind of low-key reworked a little bit. They're super good right now. They're super, super good right now. I did the character copy, y'all. It may not even be an option anymore. You have to be in the mix on Discord, involved with the DD community to hear about things like that. Who do you normally talk to, Nagiri? You talk to Lalta a lot, don't you? I mean, I don't want anybody to, you know... I'm not encouraging anyone to pester Lalta, don't get me wrong, but whoever you normally talk to at CG would probably be the best person to contact. see. Let's go with a... Just get a little fire right there, just for why nots. I don't promote the Discord server. It's not my Discord server. So Dizzy, maybe you can throw a link down for people. It's not going to be an instant thing for you all. Like I said, it was a yesterday thing. So, you know. It sucks. I realize you guys are just going to have to wait. But it's the result of a shitty launch. I mean, what more can you put? How else can I word it? Chromatic made some very poor decisions with the launch, and it's a fix. So, you know, the real fix won't be in until next week. If you're willing to lose all of your gear and all of your gold, then you might be able to get something done this weekend. If you're not willing to lose all of your gear and all of your gold, then you're going to have to wait till next week. But I can tell you, going to the Discord now, until someone can confirm that they're still doing it today, going to the Discord now and trying to get it done may be like the equivalent of going to a store the day after the sale and still expecting the sale price. You gotta be on it when it's available, you know? If not, you have to wait. You'll have to wait. I mean, it sucks. I'm not, don't get me wrong. It's not your fault. So I'm not trying to play it off as it's your fault, because it 100% is not your fault. It's Chromatic's fault. Chromatic fucked up. Pardon me, YouTube. Don't flag my video. But it was bad. It was a bad launch. It's more like the grind in DD1. J Holiday, it doesn't have all the monetization crap in it like DD2. So there's no shard grind and mod grind and all that crap. It's a regular game. It's just like DD1 if you played DD1. That was the same thing with me, Emperor. I mean, I had 20 billion gold, and obviously I was completely decked out on a bunch of heroes. But for me, I don't mind the loot grind. Like right now, I've got no power. I'm like literally about a third as powerful as my legacy account is. Now, what I could have done is just continued to play on the legacy account, but I want something, for me, I wanted something I could start playing now and know that my progression is ongoing. There's no more shenanigans, and, you know. Come here, you big fat ogre. It's kind of weird, but this map seems like, with that top area opened up, when you're used to going easy mode on this map, it keeps you running. That's for damn sure. Nah, no point at all in doing a 1-amp warrior build for one reset, Pixia. There's no point in spending any crafting materials for doing your resets. Now, you could do the 1-amp warrior build if you wanted to push to, say, floor 300 or something like that prior to resetting. But if you don't plan on pushing to high Onslaught floors, save your stuff, you know? Save your gold, save your crafting materials, save all that. DD2 is a completed game. DD2 is a great game. There is no better, it's different. It's not a comparison of DD1, DD2, DDA. That's not what it's all about. It's a new game. If you still have things to do in DD2, DD2 is a fantastic game. You want to push as high as you can in Onslaught and Nerd Legend. So that number is different for every person. But you definitely want to push as high as you can in Onslaught. before doing your first reset. I personally wouldn't suggest anyone reset before, like, say, floor 70. Put that one back a little far, but it'll be alright. Are they going to stop updating DD2? DD2 has not been updated in almost... Well, it hasn't received any updates at all in over a year. And it hasn't really received a meaningful update in over 2 years. So yeah, it's pretty safe to say DD2 is not going to get any more updates. Oh. You got lucky. Wait a minute. Oh. The storm knocked out our satellite, and the wife can't watch the rest of the SpaceX stuff. And she's mad. Huh? You lucky? Why are you lucky? Oh, she's like, I already got to see the cool part, so I'm lucky the satellite didn't go out before then. Yeah, the legacy to play is definitely a good move. It's shitty. It's shitty. But it's a afterthought, you know? It's good that that option will be there. It sucks that we have to even bother taking that option, but it's good that it will be there. I'm wondering how bad the Demon Lord's going to be. I don't have any armor, and I'm not doing much damage. Legacy is your early access account. Play is starting fresh in the launched edition. There will be a utility to copy your Legacy account ever later. But it's not available yet. That was kind of crappy placement right there, but I'll live with it. What do we got left? 20? What to do with the 20? I could meme up the Demon Lord with a bunch of magic missiles. I don't even know if this will help me much. See, I can get 2 more. There we go. That should be a little bit of oomph on the Demon Lord's face. The crystals work, but they got high health. So if you're just playing through, like right now, I've only got these 4 characters. I mean, I've got the other characters, but they're all naked, no gear. So basically, I've got 4 playable characters now, 1 of each class. So I don't have a dedicated DPS here, and my DPS is terrible. So it's tough to burn through them, you know? Well, I haven't tried it on Nightmare. I did it on Massacre on my Legacy account, and it was, the crystal health was really, really high. All I got unlocked is Ancient Mines, Jonathan. So I did the first 2 Nightmare maps. I'm progressing through Nightmare today. That's what I'm doing. This is only Act 1. This is the 4th map. So yeah, I have to go through it all. I mean, just like everybody else, I got to go through all the maps. Use your builder to block. Yeah, that's a very valid strat. That's a very valid strat in like almost every boss fight. Not the old one, of course, but like almost every boss fight in DD1, you can squire block and DST kill the enemies. Well, the most important thing on any damaging character would be, or any damaging builder would be defense power. So the power stat. The apprentice is going to be power is number 1 and rate is number 2. So you got to have power and rate. Yeah, if you don't build it right, stuff will always get through, Pixia. If you are not decked out, don't expect to play the game AFK. You have to pay attention. There's always a chance of something getting through, no matter what, always. If you're trying to play the game AFK, then get out of Onslaught. Onslaught is not AFK mode, you know, because there's always going to be that chance that something will get through. Now, if you're fully decked out, you got complete setups, yeah, then you can AFK. When you don't even have your base build put together yet, that's just not an option. Must grind harder. Remember, Dungeon Defenders, it equals grind. Don't play Dungeon Defenders, any Dungeon Defenders game. 1, 2, DDE, DDA, don't play any of them without expecting to do a big grind. That is what the game is. It is a grind game, you know? It's just what kind of grind that is kind of what separates the game. Like DD2 is a grind a number on a screen kind of game. Well, first you grind the shards. You grind through the monetization first. So you grind through all the shards. Or buy them. I mean, obviously, I encourage everyone to play and not buy, but grind through all of your shards. Get all your shards you need. And then you're just grinding a number on a screen. That's all you're doing. DD1 was a game of farming. So you farmed special and rare loot items. And that's what they're going for with DDA as well. Is to make it a game where it's a farm game instead of a grind game. The most common thing with the 1 amp warrior type build would be a berserker. If you don't spread the V of the proton beam out wide enough, and if it's a really wide lane with like multiple spawns coming out of it, a lady orc is probably the most common to get through. I'm anxious to get some of these. The main thing for me for unlocking campaign is to get the survivals and mixed mode and challenges unlocked. That's what I really want to play. But of course you got to go through the base progression first before you can do that. DD1 was... it was on the PlayStation as well, I'm pretty sure. Alright, now I don't know what to expect here. Like I said, I'm rolling into this with just above trash tier DPS. So hopefully all those magic missiles and DSTs will kill the Demon Lord here. But we're gonna have to see exactly how well this works out. Yeah, I thought it was on PlayStation as well. Legendary gear, the easiest way to get it would be Insane Survival, Eternal. Then Nightmare Survival, the easiest thing then you'd want to step up to Mythical. and legendary gear will be like a dime a dozen. Oh yeah, Lobby, Lobby, Lobby. Magic missiles for the win! I was not expecting that. I thought he was gonna take a little bit longer than that. But, you know, you get that many defenses pounded him in the face. That's good stuff. You wish it was DD1 and PS4? I'm going to be streaming over at Twitch after dark. So I'm going to stream here for a couple hours and then probably take like a 15-20 minute break and then move over to Twitch. Well, I mean, the higher you go, the more you'll see Eternal. If you're in insane mode, like the last map, there's going to be legendary gear all over the ground. But you see, I mean, there's legendary gear all over the ground right here on just this campaign map. But this is Nightmares, why? So, legendary is going to be abundant in high survival waves in Insane. Mythical gear will be abundant in high survival waves on Nightmare. And then the rare loot in Nightmare will be the Transcendent gear. Alright, I should have just got a new trophy. That was the... That should have been the Act 1. Oh, you wish DD1 was on Xbox One and PS4. You're not alone, Jaime. I mean, the chance of that happening is non-existent. They're never going to port it over. It's going to be all about DDA moving forward. It just wouldn't be worth it for them to put that money and everything into it to get them ported over, but that would be an awesome thing. No doubt. Now, where was I? I was working on here, right? Was it that one? Yeah, okay, that's the one I got. So what's... That would be Act 2 right there. Alright, let's get it. Ooh, do I want to do the Encore map, though? I mean, I kind of want to just go through... I mean, I kind of want to just hit the main maps. But I do want to do Magus Quarters, too. I'll just hit the main maps for now. I think it will get a lot of the content from DD1, but remember too, it's got to separate itself as a new game. So I mean, it really needs to have new content as well. Like this map is a new map. Deeper Well is not the one you want to do, Eternal, but yeah, if you're doing survival, insane survival at the end of Deeper Well, like Wave 25, you're going to have a shitload of legendary gear on the ground. Quite a bit. But that is not the map you want to do. Ancient Mines is about 1,000 times easier. So I would suggest doing Ancient Mines survival. Like basically as far as the ease of progression through survivals, Ancient Mines is the easiest. After you get geared up from Ancient Mines, bump yourself all the way up to Prom. Promenade, however you pronounce it, is going to be the next go-to point. No, I did the naked copy Diabolical. So I got my level 100s over. Alright, Chow, thanks for hanging out, man. I do appreciate it. Yeah, but mixed mode, your chance of failure is very, very high if you're just breaking into it. Those respawning skeletons can ruin your day. I mean, it's not like overly difficult, don't get me wrong, but mixed mode is only a 10% loot bonus. So you get 10% higher quality loot in mixed mode. You just have to ask yourself, is it worth going through the mixed mode troubles, you know? Is it worth the mixed mode headache? Well, yeah, you gotta level up. If you're not high enough level to use the gear, then obviously you gotta level up. That's the grindy part in like DD1 and in DDA. The grindy part is leveling up. You'll end up going through the game and getting gear throughout the entire game, even just as a brand new player. Like very first map you do, you'll get a piece of gear you can't use yet. Now, of course, then the gear is so low level, you're gonna be able to use it pretty quick. But that's the part of the game that's a grind. No doubt there. But that's the thing too, like, if you're capable of doing like the insane mode survivals, you're gonna get so much XP, you know? Let's see, what do we want to do here? We got 550. 550? Might as well start setting up for the coptas. I'll just do some random spammers here too. The random spammer. This map, besides the copter ogres, it doesn't have the ground-legged ogres. Makes life really, really easy. Well, that's the thing, is survival, the difficulty starts really low. Like, I mean, you can literally, say you're in mediocre insane mode gear, you can go into a nightmare survival and clear through the first waves without any problem, because the difficulty starts super, super low and ramps up. But of course, remember, the good gear isn't going to come to the late waves, so it's not really worth doing. I mean, making it to wave 12 is pretty decent, don't get me wrong, but like, if you were only capable of doing, say, the first 2 or 3 waves, it wouldn't be worth doing. Making it to wave 12 is good stuff, though. You're definitely going to get you some nice upgrades there. You have to play through hard first, or you can play, like, the natural progression is play through medium, campaign, then play through hard, campaign, then move on to insane, campaign. Everything was based off of campaign. But you don't want to grind campaign, because campaign is not where the loot is. So you want to just use campaign for the unlocks. I did a 24-hour live stream is how I got through all this stuff already. The game launched and I sat there and I live streamed for 24 hours straight. So I played all the way through the campaign on hard. Then I started doing insane unlocks. Then I started doing nightmare unlocks. Well, yeah, I mean, clearly, making it to 15 would be better. Making it to 16 would be better than making it to 15. The further you go, the better off you are. No doubt there. A little extra support here, just because. No ultimate drops. Well, that's the thing is, Massacre survival isn't there. Oh, Assault is one of the challenge maps. It's the challenge map for Endless Spires. I love it. I hope they add more of those. It's a fun variation, It allows you to do something a little different. You can be the bad guy. You can go destroy the core. So it's definitely a fun little challenge map. I'm glad that they got it in. I hope there's more of them. More Assault maps would definitely be fun stuff. You're going to be able to copy your legacy characters over, Sander. Let's see. Let's just let it fly here. some of this. Not having ogres on this map makes it so much easier. Yeah, anyone that played DD1 remembers the assault. I already did. I did the naked copy, Andreas. I think it's bullshit, but I think it's something that was required. It shouldn't have been there from the beginning. It's real easy. Here we go. Here's the words of wisdom from just a small little YouTube content creator. If you're a game developer and your game is in early access, don't promise people you're not going to wipe the account. Period. Because if a game is in development, there's going to be changes. Shit is going to happen. And that is the real problem. The problem isn't that they copied all this over to Legacy and now they're having to offer this Legacy to play. The problem is they promise no wipes. I mean, let's be real, y'all. Every game that comes out, you are not experiencing the game as it was intended if you were playing in early access. You're going through progression, you're missing content. You know, I mean, I went through all this stuff before any of these bosses were even here. So I missed out on all that progression. Now, of course, I did the alt playthroughs and all that stuff, so I mean, I still got the experience. But you know what I'm saying. Literally every game that goes into early access should get wiped at launch. Literally every single one. And when developers promise no wipes, it's going to cause conflicts. I mean, not always. Nothing is available yet, Warlock. The system isn't out yet. What I did was a one-day only thing. You had to be an active member of the DD community on the Discord and following the developers and all that stuff to even know about it. So I'm not even sure if it's still available today, but I don't think it is. Yeah, exactly, Nagiri. You get people to play your game, you have them work out all the bugs for you in early access, and then you reward them with a fancy hat or something, you know? That is 100% the way to go. And then every single person that plays the game gets the launch day experience because everybody's starting off from scratch. Anyway, to answer your question further, Warlock, as soon as there's more information, I will be doing a video and posting it up. But there's just not more information. There's a corgi pet, Redline. There it is. The fighting corgi. That came from YouTube. Dizzy, if you can post that link, there may not be any left. That was a pet for a content creator, and rather than giving the codes out, they just threw them out on threw out the spreadsheet onto the internet. If you can yeah, if you still got that, Dizzy, those codes may all be gone though. I don't know. Oh, I've played several early access games where wipes weren't done as well, Andreas. But a game that involves loot and progression, it's just 90% of the time it's going to be better off if everyone gets a launch day experience, you know? I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying it's not the best way to promote your game, especially when you just don't even know if that's a realistic promise. And the problem that came up with Chromatic is early access had a different loot system. There was lots of exploited loot. There was lots of exploited gold. There's people running around with, okay, you ready for this? Quadrillions of gold. Or is it quintillions? I think it was the quadrillions. It may have been quintillions. But there was people that had hacked in or exploited in that much gold. That much. And You just can't have that and expect there to be an economy, you know? Alright, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, is this where I want to go? Yeah, this is fine. But, yeah, I mean, that was the problem. And then, what the hell they were thinking with the whole legacy thing to begin with? You'd think that there would have been someone saying, hey, this isn't really a great idea. You'd think there may have been groups of people saying, hey, this isn't really a great idea. So I'm not really sure exactly what the hell they were thinking, to be honest. Because it was not a great idea. I did the naked character copy, Daniel, so I lost all of my gold, all of my gear, all that stuff, but I got my leveled characters over. It was an option yesterday. May not be an option today. I don't know, though. The only way to know for sure would be to log on to the Dungeon Defenders official Discord and ask around there. Shit. I'm having a rough start on this one. There we go. I think I may have recovered. You redeem codes on the title screen of him, or VXNT. The wipes in DD2 everybody knew about months in advance. So anybody that was upset about the wipes in DD2 was just really unreasonable, to be honest. I mean, literally, the update was called Wipeageddon, the big one that they did, the last big one they did. So all of the DD2 development wipes were known about, which would have made this whole transition go way better too if we would have known about this one. Not showing up on launch day and having your community segregated, you know? And of course, that's what ended up happening. Let's see, where do I want to do these? Let's do them over here, I guess. It was not a good idea. Or there you go, pinned message in the official Dungeon Defenders Discord. Nagiri just answered it. So go to the Dungeon Defenders Discord, look at the pinned messages. It may or may not be an option today. I don't know. What's going on there, C-Love? How you doing? It's crappy. You guys will have to forgive me too. I'm not trying to sound a little short with you all or anything. Just realize that this pissed me off as well. It's not a juice went unscathed. It's a juice raged. So this is not, it's something that affected me as a player just as much as it had affected everybody else. Now I did have things like my lovely little juicy fruit pet, which helps even out the blow and make me a little bit more tolerable to deal with. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you just wait, the thing to do right now, here is the right thing to do. This is what I personally suggest everyone do. Just play on your Legacy account. Play, have fun, play on Legacy. And then next week, there's going to be a tool implemented that will allow you to copy your stuff over from Legacy to the play servers. Or it's not servers, but game mode. Now, you're going to lose some gold, You're not going to get all your gold if you hoarded up a bunch of gold, and that's because exploiters exploited, and there's people with bazillions of gold. So plan on there being a gold cap and you losing some of that. In addition to that, they don't know if they're going to be able to copy the gear over yet. They're trying to, but they don't know if they're going to be able to. The reason I did this naked thing, and this is not what I suggest, but the reason I did this naked thing is I don't mind the loot grind. I like the loot grind, actually. I love the hunt for shiny things, you know? I want me some shinies. I would agree. Most likely is not. Yeah, stats have changed. Like an item with... Well, look at this giraffe. This is a 98 upgrade giraffe, but look at the stats on it. The stats are incredible. So the stats system and the upgrade system completely changed. So there's not as many upgrade levels, but there's better base stats. So which mean they would have to convert all of that old gear over to new gear, which the chances of them... I mean, if they want to dedicate all that development time to it, then yeah, they could. I'm sure they could come up with a system to do it, but it's going to take longer. It's not going to be a fix that's coming next week, you know? DD2, who knows? I mean, the Christmas tree is still there at the end of May. One could expect it to still be there by next Christmas. But no, nobody has any clue. There are no 337s, Nagiri. Gear does not go up that high right now. I don't know what the max is, but the max is not what it used to be. There are no 400 weapons. There are no 337 armor pieces. The upgrade levels cap much lower. Yeah, same thing with me, Diabolical. The main thing that pissed me off is not that... I mean, I understand that that's what they had to do. The thing that pissed me off is the lack of communication. And, you know, not to beat a dead horse or anything, but have we not been telling Chromatic and Trendy to stop making promises they can't keep for years? You can go back on my channel right now and see news videos about Dungeon Defenders games literally over the last several years where I call them out on it and say, please stop breaking promises and please stop making promises you can't keep. That is the real deal. And I mean, that live stream, anyone who hasn't watched that live stream from Augie yesterday, you know, Augie, first off, a lot of people don't know who he is. He's the CEO of the company. He's the one who saved Dungeon Defenders. He's the one, or one of the creative minds that created the original Dungeon Defenders. But if it wasn't for Augie, let me tell you where Dungeon Defenders would be right now. DD2 probably wouldn't even have servers. The Trendy wouldn't even... Well, Trendy doesn't exist now, but Trendy, the development company, wouldn't exist. And they would have all been farmed out to another company that's in Orlando that was also partnered or owned by the investment company that owned the creation of DD2. DDA would not even be a thing. So Augie 100% is a... I already said the F word once, I'll say it again. Because this stream is already flagged from YouTube. Augie is a fucking superhero. Period. He saved the franchise. Everybody else worked real hard to help. But Augie himself needs a little cape. And I mean, we need an Augie pet in the game that's a little superhero, you know? Because without Augie, none of this would even be happening. But anyone who hasn't watched that VOD, I hate to work you so much there, Dizzy, but I think you're the only mod here today. But can you get a link to that VOD from Augie and post it? And I'll be putting a video out on that later today too. But remember, I'm very, very dedicated to Dungeon Defenders. You guys already know that. You already know this. DD1, DD2, DDA. I am a massive fan of the games. It's a big, big part of my life. So remember, like, all of the silence or whatever from me yesterday was me having a really bad day. Just not gonna lie. Oh, there will without a doubt be tutorials for this game. So, you know, the first one, the first starter series will start coming out this weekend. 100% will be happening. Alright, we got the ramparts. The double door upstairs in the tavern is a VIP room for Kickstarter backers, Warlock. If you didn't back the game on Kickstarter, you won't be able to get in there. Well, I don't know, Sahil. It hasn't been created yet, so I can't, Here, let me go ahead and I'll throw one more dig out there, because I think I've beat him up enough for the day. Let me not make a promise I can't keep. There. Okay, I promise, Crobies, if you're watching, that'll be the last one of the day, I promise. On YouTube. There may be more later on Twitch. But I'm not going to make a promise I can't keep and tell you what's in the video, because the video's not made yet, so I don't know. Massacre is extremely difficult compared to Nightmare. The new enemy is interesting. It's different. I tell you what I don't like about the new enemy. I don't like hard counters. Hard counters are what destroyed DD2 and really completely wrecked the player base back in the day when they were introduced. And I wish Chromatic would have not taken a hard counter direction. However, on that same note, she is a loot pinata. So if you don't have to kill her. You can let her leave the map without any damage to the core or anything like that. But if you can kill her, she is a loot pinata, man. She drops all the shizzy. I mean, when you kill her, she explodes with loot. So, I mean, that aspect of it has good stuff, you know. It's all about the loot. Alright, here we go, here we go. What do we want to do for this one? I think I'll just do the same thing. I'm going to go with some slicey dices. Get a little slice and dice action on this one. Oh, she's difficult. She's supposed to be difficult. She's not supposed to be all easy peasy, you know? You got to be prepared for her. Her projectile will hit the core if she's throwing at you. But she won't throw at the core. So, if you're the person that wants to go play on the core, I can't play a Massacre map right now, no. I haven't made it to that point. Alright, let's see. What we got left? Got plenty of time on this one, that's for sure. Lots and lots of time. Oh, I might have time to wall the whole thing. I think I will. Woo! Cutting it close, cutting it close. The Slice and Dice has been a completely OP flyer defense tower ever since DD1. No buffs required. Most OP flyer defense in the game, even through all of early access and beta. So no, they haven't buffed it. They didn't need to buff it. It's literally broken at levels of OP. Literally broken. Don't kill me, bruh. Thank God copter eggers don't attack cores, right? What the hell? Why am I doing nothing for damage against that guy? I got a corgi too, Raiden. Gonna be putting out a giveaway video probably late tonight for a giveaway that will run for a few days. That will we'll be giving away some juicy pets. The juicy fruit. Go, go, slicey dicey. Not enough juice for this one yet, huh? Alright, I'll just DPS this one down, I guess. This is the one reason I didn't want to do it. The transfer over, because I know it's a limited window until next week when the real tool comes. And I didn't want to live stream with level 100s because I knew I was going to get asked 6,000 times. It's not your fault. I understand. But it's something, one of the things I have to consider in my game playing. I decided to do it anyway, but man, this is going not as good as I expected. Oh, the Jin got my slicey dicey. That ain't right. We ain't having none of that shit, Jin. I need to get the DSTs down, I think. Then I'll go with the slice and dice. Yeah, I'll definitely set up a bot command before the YouTube stream. Without a doubt. What's missing? Yep, spooters. We got spooters over here. Play a survival map. You're level 55, do one insane survival map. And you'll be level 70 by the end of it. Easy. Easy peasy. Or grind Summit if you don't like survival. You can grind Summit and get there pretty quick. I think I'll just stay on this character. I won't worry about this slice and dice. Not yet, anyway. Magical Crops is the best mod ever. Tours. I absolutely love that mod. Now, I really like games like Stardew Valley and stuff like that. And Magical Crops allowed you to really, really change your experience in Minecraft. I absolutely love that mod. I mean, right now, if I started a Minecraft playthrough, I would want Magical Crops. It's one of the mods I would really want. It's just, you have to like that kind of game. I mean, a lot of people don't want to build, you know, they don't want their Minecraft experience to be fields and fields of farms. But for me, I just found that really fun. And not just fields and fields of farms, but like fields and fields of fully automated farms. Oh yeah, now we're talking. That's, to me, that is the Minecraft experience I really like, you know? Alright, let's go ahead and put the slice and dice here. For D's, Flappy Birds, that leaves me 9. I think with 9 I'll just throw a Electricar up here maybe. Get a little extra damage on this lane. And you know, why not go with it in snare as well. Messing around with Project E, the tick increaser clock to a pedestal and a lily pad to increase the ticks. Oh wow. Yeah, that could be really good, huh? Yeah, the gold will be capped. We don't know what the cap is yet, but we do know there's an achievement. There's a trophy for 15 billion. So it would certainly be more than 15 billion. I don't know what the number will be, but it will be more. I mean, I hope it's like a trillion. But I don't know what they're going to put on it, what they'll cap on it. But exploiters were exploity in early access and ended up with quintillions. I think it's 8 quintillion gold was the old cap. And people ended up with that. Uh-oh, we got stuck ogres. Ogres in the roof. Ogres in the roof. I still haven't played the last Borderlands 3 DLC, Sahil, but I love Borderlands games. I am never, ever, ever against playing Borderlands. I played Borderlands 3 quite a bit when it first launched, but I played it too much, really. I grinded through the game way too quick. Like, my 4th playthrough of True Vault Hunter mode was a speed run just because the base campaign I had gone through too many times. But, you know, that's the problem with getting excited. That's the problem with playing games on launch day and being really excited about them, is you end up grinding through the game, and before you know it, you're at the credits, and you're done. And it's like, what? It's over? You know? That's the downside of really grinding games. Yeah, Borderlands 3 did. Now, I did go through... I went through on all 4. So I did 4 playthroughs all the way through True Vault Hunter mode. Actually, I think I might have to finish True Vault Hunter mode on my Siren still. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I can't remember if I did it or not. Spodas everywhere! Oh man, I'm gonna get wrecked here. God damn, spiders. It's relentless, man. Borderlands 2, one of the things, it's the same thing Dungeon Defenders games suffer from. And that is, there's a very passionate player base that really, really loves their games. And Borderlands 2 was such a ridiculously incredible game. So every game that Borderlands puts out, people are going to compare to Borderlands 2. And they're going to say, oh, well, in Borderlands 2, we had this. You know, and that's going to be a challenge for them forever. Because, I mean, granted, on the plus note, they made an absolutely ridiculously awesome game. You know? It's tough to compare. And, you know, a new game is a new game. You really, being just a fair human being, you shouldn't be comparing new game to old game. It's a new game. Give it its own rating. That's not based off of something else. But as gamers, myself included, that's just what we do. We make comparisons, you know? Ain't gonna be no loot here for me. That's my favorite apprentice weapon right now, is that particle collector. But I'd have to get a good one, you know? That's definitely my favorite one. I don't really care for this weapon, but it's just the best one I found at the moment. Alright, well wow, we blazed through Act 2 pretty damn quick. We're coming up on the throne room. Let me take a drink of my tea here real quick. There is anti-cheats. There's very aggressive anti-cheats to heal. They publicly flag you. If the bot or the system picks you up as a cheater, when you try to join a game, it pops up on the other person's screen saying, so-and-so is a hacker. Do you want them to join your game? And then if you choose yes and you let them in, it flags you as a hacker too. It's not the best system in my opinion, but it is aggressive. So yeah, there is without a doubt anti-cheat. And right now they're dealing with false flagging. My wife is flagged as a hacker, Nagiri. She played 2 goddamn maps. Last night, well, it's the early stages of it, Sahil. It doesn't matter if they get banned. What matters is they don't play with the community. It doesn't matter if someone cheats. What matters is if someone cheats and then plays in groups of public people and they spread their cheatiness around, or if trading was a thing and they spread their cheated items and their cheated gold. I mean, if somebody wants to cheat and all they ever do is play solo, you're not going to get instructions on how to cheat from me, Vim. I love the game. I don't want people to cheat. But, that being said, that's the game to a lot of people. Yeah, DD1 was ruined by cheaters. Like, a lot of people, that's the fun of games, is finding out ways to break them, you know? So, if somebody wants to buy the game, play single player, never join a public match, not ruin the player economy, and not have it affect anyone else's experience, who cares? Let them go ham. It doesn't matter as long as it doesn't affect us, you know? If you're a brand new player that have never played any of them, Victor, it's kind of a take your pick thing. If you're familiar with the franchise and the genre, any of the Dungeon Defenders games will be a good experience for you. If you're not familiar with the genre, I'd probably suggest checking out DD2, and that will give you a base introduction to action tower defense that won't cost you anything. I mean, I'm loving what I see with DDA so far, but for everything I love, there's something else that needs work. No, it will always pop up on your screen, Sahil. If you join a match that's hosted by a cheater, it will tell you, instead of popping up on their screen, it'll pop up on your screen and say, the host of this match is a hacker. Do you wish to join? And it'll give you a yes/no box. I don't like the system. DD2 will be supported, it just won't be updated. But DD2, if you've never played it, it's got 1,000+ hours of playtime in it. So it doesn't matter that it's not going to be updated anymore. You know, BioShock 1 isn't going to be updated anymore, but if you haven't played it, it's one of the most awesome story-driven games ever. Go play it. It's never going to be updated again, but go play it. It's a great game. So, I mean, you got to look at it that way. It offers play value. It's just done. Every Dungeon Defenders game has been awesome. Let's see. I still feel like starting with traps is the way. Now, what is my ranges now? Ooh, I think my ranges are finally big enough to trap the middle. Let's try it. See if I can get away with just trapping the middle. That leaves so much DU for other things. "17 seconds left. I should have put my wall down first. That's alright. You couldn't get into DD1? I mean, that's fair. It's a great game, but it's not for everybody, you know? If you don't like it, you don't like it. There's nothing wrong with that. We all have things we like and dislike. But what's a great game to me might not be a great game to you, you know? That's the beauty of being an individual. Life lessons with juice bags, right here on YouTube. But yeah, no shame in that, man. I'm sure that you've got a game that you love that I don't like. Monster Hunter World is the one that screams at me the most with that statement. Literally every single person on my friends list and on Steam absolutely loves Monster Hunter World. I don't like it. You know, it's one of those things that I know it's a good game because people really, really love it. But it's not a game that I like. It's unfortunate too because I got so many friends that want me to play it with them, and I want to play it with them too. But I just don't want to play a game I don't like. You guys know my rule. If it ain't fun, I don't play it. And to me, it's not fun. But to others, it's amazingly addicting and the best game ever. So, I mean, you got to give it some merit, right? Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's bad. It's great, but I don't like it. I'm sorry, Shin. I don't think Shin's watching. A lot of you guys know Shin from the Dungeon Defenders community, but he is the biggest Monster Hunter fan, and he tries to get me to play it. Herobrid's actually here. Herobrid's the biggest Monster Hunter fan too. It is always trying to get me to play it, and I just don't like it, you know? I don't mind watching somebody else play it. Alright, let's see. We need another wall. Let's assist. My auras are not quite big enough. My traps might be big enough, but my auras decidedly are not. Hero damage is 15%. It's actually 15.5% of your Tavern damage when you go into Nightmare. In Massacre, it's 5.5%. So if you're hitting for 100 on the dummy and Tavern, and you join into a Nightmare map, you're going to be hitting for 15.5. If you hit for 100 on the dummy and you go into a Massacre map, you're going to be hitting for 5.5. It's the opposite. DD1 has it too. Damage, different damage scaling. It's kind of the opposite of just increasing enemies' health. You know, like a lot of games, if you go up in difficulty, the only difference is the enemies have more health and hit harder. In Dungeon Defenders, they scale you down and not the enemies. Christopher, thank you so much. I do appreciate the sub. Alright, what do we need? We need more DSTs. I mean, I could go with, tower damage is per tower. There's changes throughout. Pet damage in Massacre gets a buff. I don't have a damaging pet right now to look at it. In Nightmare, it was not getting a buff in early access, but that may have changed. But in Massacre, pet damage is like a big buff. It's... I don't know the exact number, but it's a big buff. SV with the sub, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. So many ogres for copter ogres for us being indoors. We inside, for God's sakes. What are they doing? Coming through the windows? What do we got left? I only got 7 left. I mean, we can get a little zappy here or something, maybe. Get a little zappalicious. This is my play account, Nick. I did the naked character transfer yesterday. There will be an option coming up next week where players will be able to transfer their legacy account over to play. There's no more information available at the moment, so shitty decisions at launch from Chromatic have turned into shitty decisions we have to make right now about whether to play or legacy. My suggestion to everyone would be to play on your legacy account, wait for the tool to come, enjoy your experience. Next week there's going to be a tool that comes that will copy as much stuff over to the play account as it can. We don't know exactly what all that's going to be. At a minimum, it will be your characters and a portion of your gold. But there's going to be new gold caps, which will probably be quite high. But there will be new gold caps. And we don't know if there's going to be any loot yet. I've been farming almost non-stop for the last 48 hours, Emperor. Even yesterday, when I was kind of radio silent and pissy, I was still farming. My gear sucks right now, but I've got my level 100s to help me through that transition. I'm in, like, starter nightmare gear right now. I haven't gotten any good ones. Any good stuff. I haven't gotten a transcendent piece at all yet. So I'm in entry level nightmare mythicals at the moment. Should handle that lane now. Only gonna hit the ones that are on the side of the bouse. The bouse. You pay a price for it, Emperor. It's not something that... It's something I chose to do. It's not something that's going to be right for everyone. Like I said, I would suggest play on Legacy, enjoy your time. Next week there's going to be a tool. As soon as there's more information on that tool, I'll be doing a full video on YouTube about what to do and how to get your stuff. Right now there's no info, so there's literally nothing at all I can tell you. Because I don't know. They don't even know. You know, at this point, they don't even know what is going to make it over and what won't. Get wrecked. He's going to wreck me, isn't he? I want you to get wrecked, not me to get wrecked. Oh, 150k left. I mean, I'll be able to get him this time, no doubt. There we go. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It stings. It stings. The losing the gear and the gold stings. It wouldn't have stung at all if we would have known in advance. But since we didn't know in advance, it stings. Alright. Now, why did I not get an achievement? Did you guys see an achievement pop up? I didn't see an achievement pop up. Or maybe I just missed it, though. Let me see, I'm gonna go back to Tavern and look. I could have just missed it. God knows, paying attention is not my strong point. Oh, I did get an achievement. Awesome. Yeah, okay, there it is. So I want to get this one now. I don't notice them either. There, Mira. I never pay attention to the Steam achievements. Anyway, for those that were asking, I'll run you guys through the tavern here real quick. We've got the VIP room. Now, this is only going to be accessible if you backed DDA on Kickstarter. This is Kickstarter exclusive, so there is no way of getting it if you didn't do that. But this is the VIP room. Got a big old cake. Got all kinds of stuffs everywhere. You can guild your tavern, which I actually don't think looks very good. It's way too bright. But you can turn your tavern, you can gold plate your entire tavern with the cake. Had to back a certain amount to get the VIP room. I'm not sure. It'll be listed on the Kickstarter stuff still, Piggy. There was a milestone for it that you had to back, and then when you unlock, just like DD1, once you finish the campaign on any difficulty, it's going to unlock the secret room, which is this door right here. As you see, you can just walk right in it. And the secret room, just like DD1, let me get the TV set. There we go. The secret room has got a lot of little Easter egg stuff in it. How weird. The code is gone. The scannable code was sitting on the table right there, and now it's not there. That is very strange. You got baby Gobu Yoda. You got a wall of developers with a private message from each of them. You can hit E on those, and it gives you a little audio from each of the people. Here's Danny. So by all means, at every opportunity, pop in and shoot Danny. Yeah, anyway, it's a pretty cool little room. A Pink Floyd reference. What is the Pink Floyd reference? This? Experiment 2... I don't know where Experiment 228 comes from. You guys will have to fill me in on that. For some reason, I just have no idea what that is. Here's the original dev team from DD1. They did a little throwback to them in the back. Oh, album cover. Oh, up top. Yeah. I mean, there's references throughout. You know, this is all stuff, promotional stuff from DD2. That and the pause thing. But, you know, you got fantastic scarves and where to buy them. You got all kinds of little referenced material in here. I mean, clearly, you know. We got Star Wars right there. I mean, obviously, it's not Star Wars because that would be trademarked and copyrighted material, but this is Hope, a hope story. A hope built on hope. With a bunch of DD2 characters swimming at the beach. And what appears to be the eye from the Terraria crossover coming up in the back. Oh, well, that might be where it's from. Lacking skill, it could be. I mean, obviously, that's from The Mandalorian. Alright, let's get back to it. Anyway, cool little stuff. A few things to notice. All of the papers that were scattered about everywhere in early access are gone. I don't know why that would be, but they're all gone. There's still a little Easter eggy type stuff though. All right, where were we? The Arcane Library. Let's get it. Tavern Keeper finally did something other than polish that one spot. Oh, the papers are in Windows? Or there's some papers in Windows? Alright. How do we want to do this one? I think just do the usual setup, right? Wait, how much gold do we or mana do we start with? 500. That's pretty decent.
We will act immediately on the more troubling aspects of this report with respect to alcohol use and the
25 seconds.
by agency leadership to accepting advice or criticism about the fitness and readiness of individuals for spaceflight. Immediately.
Cutting it close.
We will act spaceflight.
Cutting it way too close. When you hit level 70, play through Nightmare. Level 70 is what unlocks Nightmare, so that's where you would want to start. If you want to go through the normal campaign challenging experience, just start off on Nightmare campaign and just play through it. If you want to take a more overpowered route, then do the first 2 maps on campaign and then switch over to survival and do some Ancient Mind survival, and then that will give you some gear, and then you could go back and finish the campaign after. But it's kind of a choose your own adventure type thing, you know. You have to decide which route you want to take. Just going to continue playing without legacy stuff. That's fair. I mean, the experience was not bad. You know, that's the thing. You know, obviously a lot of people are upset about it, but playing through the intended experience of the game with all the bosses when you're not all decked out from playing months and months before the bosses got there, it's a good experience. It's fun, you know? I think the main thing would just be completing Ancient Minds. Like, as soon as you can complete Ancient Minds survival, I think it's pretty safe to move over to Prom. Now, you probably won't be able to complete Prom your first try, but you'll get a bunch of gear. No doubt there. It's going to be available to everybody next week. No mouse. Nothing in the game is available to just me. This was something that was done through the Dungeon Defenders Discord yesterday. So that's the benefit of being involved with the active community online. A lot of people don't want that level of communication, and that's completely understandable. Let's see, how do we want to do this? I almost feel like just get a little crossfire type setup going here. Something like that, maybe? Not till later this year, Raya. Switch is supposed to come in Q3, and Xbox and PlayStation will come after that. Yeah, I personally will start Prom way lower than that, Emperor Penguin, but that's a good number for sure. I'll start prom more along the lines of the 500, like 500, 300 maybe. 900 without a doubt you can get through it with a gemstone. Everything got pushed back. When PC got pushed back, it pushed everything else back. I'm looking forward to it on the Switch too. It's gonna be fun. I'll be doing a lot of Switch content. That's one of the super cool things about the game for me personally. Is ooh, I'm out of DU. Guess I could throw a flimsy wall here. Better upgrade it. There we go. One of the great things for me as a content creator is one of the challenges I've always had is being able to play with everybody. You know, being able to play with all the viewers. Every person that does live streams or does content wants to be able to play with their entire viewer base. And that's something I didn't have with DD2 because it's just too much. It's too much grind. It would literally have taken 24 hours a day with no sleep ever to attempt to try to compete and manage 3 accounts in DD2. It's just too much of a grind game, you know? But DDA will have cross saves where when it launches on Switch, I can take my regular old account and fire up my Switch and go ham, you know? And to me, that is just a wonderful, wonderful thing. I want to play with all y'all. When it launches on Switch, we are going to be doing some matches on Switch. I'm actually assuming the network connectivity will handle much better probably on Switch and PlayStation and Xbox. Right now, I can't host games while I'm streaming because it requires so much bandwidth. And of course, I want all of my bandwidth going to the stream, not to the game. And that's the challenge I have right now. I mean, that's something I'm hoping gets resolved here pretty quickly. Because it's kind of a deal breaker not being able to host games and stream, you know? DLC will go to all platforms at the same time, Pixia. There will be no DLC until the game launches everywhere, would be my guess. And when DLC hits, it'll hit everybody at the same time. The game will be in the same place on all platforms. It won't be like DD1, where consoles didn't get all the DLC. And it won't be like DD2, where there was a delay for a long time. Towards the end, they got it leveled out, but for the longest time, like before Xbox launched in DD2, there was a period where PlayStation was like 4 to 6 months behind PC. I actually played the PlayStation as my main account for about a year. Well, I mean, that would make sense. You would probably, if you want to play it on different platforms, you're going to have to pay the money. Xbox isn't going to say, oh, you bought it over there, you can come over here and play for free. It's not how it works. They want their cash, you know? And that's not a chromatic thing. That's a... PlayStation is not going to allow that. Xbox is not going to allow that. They're not going to allow you to play a game through their system that you didn't pay for. There, you know? So yeah, I mean, I don't know how all that's going to work with DLC, but I would expect you would have to pay for it on all platforms. Which I'll do, just to have the ability to play with you all. You know, I want the Xbox fam and the Switch fam. And the PlayStation fam. I want matches with all you folks, you know? Yeah, but Play Anywhere is a Microsoft thing. They're not doing that. Play Anywhere is, you can use our Microsoft product here, or you can use our Microsoft product there. It's not a, here, take your Play Anywhere game and go play it on PlayStation. it's a it's a Microsoft to Microsoft product. I like that though. Don't get me wrong. I love that Play Anywhere thing because I've got the Game Pass on my Xbox, but I don't play a lot on the Xbox. So since I don't play a lot on the Xbox, what do? I either miss out on games or I have to play on PC. And a lot of that Play Anywhere stuff lets me play on PC. My wife, it's her Xbox. Just ask her. She puts a lot of hours into the Xbox. I did the naked transfer gaming. I didn't grind it. I mean, I've done plenty of grind, but I didn't grind the levels. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna have to reserve slots, Mira. I'm gonna have to tell her, okay, dear, tomorrow is Xbox Day. I need your Xbox. I'm gonna have to give her plenty of advance notice. Or she ain't having it, I assure you. But that is my intention. When the game is fully launched everywhere, my intention is to play on all platforms every week, literally every week. It's pinned in the top of the Dungeon Defenders Discord gaming. If you're not part of the Discord, you won't be able to do it. I mean, it may not even be an option today anyway. But the program, I really need to make that video today. There's going to be a copy program coming. So, like right now, I would suggest to anyone, just play on Legacy and wait for the program, the tool to come out to allow you to transfer your characters. That would be my suggestion. You're going to lose stuff. So don't grind, just have fun. You're not going to keep all your gold because there will be a gold cap. Your gear will either be wiped or changed. Oh, it has no cutoff? Awesome. Well, I'm definitely putting a video out then. In fact, I'm gonna just push the Twitch stream back so I can get that done, because that is a big deal. So, in fact, I mean, I'm half tempted just to call it after this map, because I need to get that information out to people. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, because I'm almost there. You can't call it now, right? I only got 2 more maps. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna push the Twitch stream back till later. I'm being a little lazy over here on this side of the map. I better keep an eye out. I didn't get walls in the middle, right? Ooh, Copta. Copta! Don't kill my DST, bruh. Don't do it. Well, it's just, it won't be pushing it back far, Mira. It won't take me long to do that. To put that video out. It's going to be a basic, just basic information, you know? It'll push my Twitch stream back an hour, probably. From, like, YouTube processing time and everything. Resets, you don't want to use a build like that. You don't want to spend any gold to do resets. Never spend gold for resets. For any reason. Don't spend crafting materials. Don't spend gold. I mean, if you want to upgrade your stuff and use it for resets, you can do that, but you don't need to do it, and it's expensive. So it's just a decision you have to make. I personally suggest when people are doing resets to use poison dart towers, earth shatters, and then any damaging defense that's suitable for that lane. And that allows you to just do your resets with the loot you find on the ground, and you don't have to have any special stuff. It's all throwaway gear. But you just don't need, doing resets is very easy. So you don't need fine-tuned setups in any way. The 1 amp builds are 100% for climbing. Never waste all your gold and hard-earned crafting materials on resets, in my opinion. Now, like I said, if you want to use your stuff, you can do it, but it's pricey and grindy. Oh, dang, it's after midnight for you, Mira? Well, go to bed, dang. Or stay up 5 more hours. Yeah, I'm a bad influence. I'm sorry. Stay up 5 more hours, Mira. It's the weekend. That's fair. That's fair. What are we going to do here? Let's do that. Not using my R's as much because I'm being lazy on the swapping. There's videos in my tutorials playlist on what ancient power is. When someone says reset, though, that's what they're referring to, is ancient power. So if you do a reset, you're doing ancient power. That's all in the Dungeon Defenders tutorial stuff. There we go. There we go. We looking good now. I'm just gonna spam upgrade this stuff, I think. Call it good. I would say a minimum of floor 70, but you want to go as high as you can, Night Boss. It's the higher you go, the easier and more beneficial your ancient power resets will be. The higher you go the first time before ever doing a reset. So push until you hate the game. And then do your AP resets. That's the problem with the free-to-play game. It's free to grind, you know? You take the grind from DD1 or DDA and multiply it, you got a free-to-play. You got free-to-play DD2. That's just fact, you know? So if you don't like extreme grind, it comes with the territory. What am I missing? Oh, we got a bunch of splodies over here. Oh, there we go. They died. Sweet. Alright, off to prom. I always start with traps, Marco. Everybody's got their own personal flavor. I mean, you guys have been watching me play right here. On any of the campaign maps that have timers, I personally start with traps. I start with traps, then do blockades, then go over to auras and apprentice defenses. But, I mean, like I said, everybody's got their own personal cycle that they like to go through. But, I mean, here's me. Explosive trap, gas trap. explosive, gas. Explosive, gas. Oops. Fail on the explosive. And then gas. And then now, I'll go ahead and start working on the walls. Since I have time left. But now I'm cutting it close, so I'm just going to switch over to the apprentice. Now, this means wave 1. Now, wave 1 in every difficulty is pretty easy. So it just means you're going to have to pay attention in wave 1, you know? You got some good power out there. Stuff is going to make it through that, though. So you're going to have to look at your mini-map, see what's going on, or look at your attack map, see what's going on, contribute wherever, and in addition to that, you're also running around collecting up the mana for wave 2, because wave 2 is where you'll continue that out. I've done the same thing since level 1, Marco. The only difference is I don't usually use gas traps before insane mode. But this is the same thing I've done from level 1. I start off with traps. Now, when you're low level, when you're level 1, traps are high maintenance, but they're extremely powerful. Yeah, that's the way to go, for sure, Vim. That's a great strategy. So now I'm going to continue out my walls. Maybe. If I can recognize that I have no casting speed and it takes me forever to build a wall. So we got the walls in. Or got those walls in. Let's get these walls in. $13 seconds. I think I got enough for this one. And then continue on. And, you know, depending on the difficulty, there's specific mobs you're going to want to look out for. Like in Nightmare, it's going to be Copter Ogres and Djinn. And, you know, spiders, obviously. You're going to want to know where they're at. The thing with Copter Ogres is, remember, they don't attack cores. So, you don't have to prioritize killing the Copter Ogre. It's trying to attack that core, but they can't... Copter Ogres can't do damage to cores. So even if they do derp out and decide to attack it like this one's doing, it's not going to damage it because that's not the way they're intended. And spiders are just there to make your life miserable. Yeah, I'm going to end up going over. I want to complete Summit on this stream. And then I'll try to get that informational video knocked out. And then I'll head over to Twitch. I got a busy day, apparently. At some point, I'm going to want to fit in lunch. And maybe some more coffee. More coffee would be nice, right? Looks like it's all spiders and one kobold left. I'm just going to grab this mana. Take advantage of your time, too. Because remember, you do have time, a timed build phase. So if you've only got a couple mobs left and you know what they're doing, take advantage of that time. And get your stuff in order. You know, like go around and grab all the mana, do all that. Make sure you're taking full advantage of the time that is unlimited to you. Where, like, right now, I mean, I could let that last mob stay alive for 10 minutes probably before it would time out. Because I'm trying to build my YouTube and my Twitch channel. I'm not a big fan of having my only YouTube content be clips off of Twitch. That's why you don't really see much Twitch stuff. I will bring stuff over to YouTube periodically. But I'm just not a fan of that. I think that edited content on YouTube should be high quality, 1080p 60. at a super high bit rate, and you just can't achieve that from live streaming. Even if you've got a screaming internet connection, the most Twitch is going to cap you out at is a 7500 kbps upload bitrate. That's the highest possible quality you can get. And just for example, when I'm recording a video for an edited video on YouTube, I recorded at 28,000 kbps. So I'm like, I recorded at 4 times the quality of Twitch's maximum allowable quality. And that's, you know, that's just how I think it should be. I think you should have, if you're going to edit videos for YouTube, they should be high quality edited videos. Nice, grats, Aaron. I think the rest of this map might be a full-blown steamroll here. We'll have to see. I got a pretty solid setup going right now. Right, what are we missing here? Oh, we're at the build phase. Derp! We're not missing anything. Sitting here looking around for mobs. I'm at the damn build phase and the timer's ticking. Super derp. Hey, what's up, Jalal? Yeah, you can play on PC with a controller. I was just talking about you the other day, Jalal. The thought of bed guns in the long dark came up, and it instantly reminded me of you. Nice, Seraphim. Congrats. Got a gen over here. So my DSTs are not good enough to reach over here. So I better throw some other stuff down. Let's see, let's get an Inferno as well. Get this area beast moded up a little. I'm going to throw an Inferno here too. Just to get a little more damage out here because my DSTs aren't reaching, I don't think. I got the little baby DSTs. Hey, just a little baby. Oh, the bed gun will never die, Jalal. It will never die. Oh, I think the current stat page looks 1,000 times better. But it is nice having descriptions. I mean, I think the answer there is to add descriptions. But this stat page now is way prettier than the old one, in my opinion. Don't hit me. That will never happen, Pixia. It's not a free-to-play game. That's free-to-play game mentality stuff there. They will never do that. It's gold. That's the only currency. There will never be another currency. I mean, there may end up being some mechanic where you collect tokens to turn it into a vendor or whatever, but it'll never be the free-to-play DD2 model, ever. And that is an awesome thing. Nobody likes being nickeled and dimed, you know? When your choice is either grind for hours and hours and hours, or bust out your credit card, free-to-play games have a great usage, but the monetization setup in them is just terrible. Sweet. Prom clear, y'all. Prom clear. All right, let's get on to the summit. Kill this big old dragon. And then I'm going to take a break, then get that video made, and then head on over to Twitch for an afternoon/evening stream. All right. God dang it, man. The challenging thing with the build timers is if you derp in any way, like I just did, that shaved like 5 seconds off my build time. So if you look now, I got what? I got 20 seconds left. It's going to be a sketchy wave 1. Yeah, actually, it looks like I'll get it. I'm not going to get all the walls down. I normally like to have walls built on this map in wave 1. Just not going to make it. Let's just get it. Let's just get it. Yeah, see, my damage output is just so bad. It can't even kill a copter ogre in a decent time. Jin gotta go. And the ogres. Don't hit me. Double jump is life-changing. Oh shit, I fell off. God dang it. Luckily it's a copter ogre. Alright, there we go. It's a little bit better. Sharkin are a nightmare enemy. Sharkin, Jinn, spiders, and copter ogres are introduced in nightmare mode. Huh, that dude's derpy. We got another stuck guy down here. I mean, the smarter side of me says take this stuck mob opportunity to get some DSTs placed. Oh, it killed him. Alright. That was not the right route. I want to get my walls down too. What do we got? 15 seconds? Man, I derped on that wall placement, didn't I? It's not terrible. Could be worse. I have derped in worse ways, I assure you. See if we can get an ogre killed this time. Before they enter the map. Now, the DSTs help that, that's for damn sure. Shocking Revelations is still there, but it's kind of crap now. Right? It's not a mod that you would want anymore. Shocking Revelations, what made it good was having the ability to put water and Shocking Revelations on it at the same time. When that was removed from the game, DSTs became, or DSTs, I'm placing DSTs. The Weapon Man or the Shocking Revelations mod became kind of meh. Got 33 left. That's 4 more DSTs. And I want them in a position where they're going to be able to help me with the dragon, since my damage output is so low. Hopefully I can get a decent gemstone. This is my first nightmare map, or my first summit nightmare. I've got an insane gemstone, but it not only is it crappy, but it rolled with the wrong buff. I want rate, and I've got two insane mode ones, and both of them popped out as range. All right, 4 more. Put 1 there, 1 there. Let's do this. I think that will get me, right? I mean, the dragon should get chewed up. If he lands in the middle, he should get wrecked. But the problem is there's going to be a whole lot of mobs getting everybody all sidetracked, you know? That dragon won't be taking a lot of these shots because they'll be going into the ground mobs instead. You know what? In fact, I feel like I should move a couple of them out. Move a couple somewhere else. Move these two. Don't like them there. I want them on dragon-only duty. Put them here, they won't get distracted at all. That'll at least be 2 of them that's guaranteed to pop into the dragon. We got ogres. We got ogres! The Dragon Striker Tower. It would be 25% as good as the old one, Rice. It's a 25% chance to drench, which basically tells you it would be 25% as good as it was before, which is not acceptable, particularly for higher Onslaught. If you're just trying to use it just to get through like the first 100 floors or whatever, it will work for you. But on the same note, literally anything will. So just do whatever. But it's not, you know, you can't use something that's 25% as good and expect it to compete with something that people are using at high floors. It's just not. I actually did a video on it comparing the two. It's not even close. I mean, is it not even close? It's bad. You know. It's just nowhere near as good as just going for Petrify. And Petrify, you don't need any mods. Poison Dart Tower and Earth Shatter, you need shards, but you don't need mods. And then, you know, you get Earth Shatter and Poison Dart Tower down, and you have the correct shards on them. You've got one lane completely CC'd, and you've only spent 100 DU. So then you spend the other 80 or so DU for that lane on damaging defenses. Well, considering the dragon from the summit was long before Betsy was ever thought of, I'm sure there's some relation, you know? DD2 is not known for its high-quality lore. So sadly, the storytelling is just not quite there. I mean, if you want the Ancient Dragon to be Betsy's pops in your mind, by all means, have it that way. That's the beauty of a lack of lore. You get to make up your own. DST almost got him. I'm gonna have to just get closer. Just don't have enough damage. Oh, now the DST's hitting it. Sweet. I don't have a preference. I love them all. DDA is the newest, and I've put thousands of hours into DD1 and thousands of hours into DD2. So, you know, I want to get the Dungeon Defenders Awakened experience now. But I literally have no preference. I would be perfectly content playing any of the games. They're all great. 1, 2, DDA. I've got basically two preferences in gaming. I play a Dungeon Defenders game, or I play something else. That's literally... That consumes a large amount of my my days every day. Alright. Going this way first. Mr. Dragon! Get ballisted! Did I miss? Oh, I missed. God dang it. I missed again, didn't I? How the hell did I miss that time? Oh, I got him that time. Where's he popping? He's popping on top of me! I got an ogre up here too. God dang it. I got him right in the face that time. Yeah. Suck it, dragon. Let's see where he's going. He's coming back to the same spot. Of course he's not going to go to where all my DSTs are pointing. Rude. Rude. Dragon rude confirmed. Pop in the face again. Oop. I couldn't tell if that was a headshot. I think he's going somewhere else this time. Yep. Yeah, he got DST'd that time. He finally went to the right spot. Alright, come on, rate pet. Gimme a rate pet. That is not rate. That is another range. Big oof. Big oof. Alright, y'all. That is going to get it for me for right now. Keep an eye out for like in 60, 90 minutes. Probably be more like 90 minutes. I'm going to have a video explaining the whole play legacy thing going up. And then I'm going to take a short break and I will be live over at Twitch. I got 0 XP because my deck is full of level 100s. Anyway. So thank you all an absolute ton for swinging by. I do appreciate you very, very much. And swing by and check me out over on the Twitches later. And one thing about the Twitches is I've got Twitch pets to give away. The Juicy Fruit Juice Bags pet is going to be... We're going to be doing giveaways for that on literally every Dungeon Defenders Awakened Twitch stream. So swing on by and check it out. I'll be live there probably in a couple of hours. Like I said, I want to get that informational video out first. So I will be doing that first. But anyway, thanks a ton, y'all. Hopefully everyone's having a great weekend. And I will see y'all soon. Take it easy.